That's the pressure. The boundary of the first delivery. That's the pressure on the bowler now.
And straight away deciding to change his angle, coming around the wicket. Mid wicket and deep fine leg on the boundary. Have to be on the stumps here. Starts it from outside the off stump, gets some swing back in.
It was a lovely delivery though. A lot of in swing. And also, Aryan, he's got a very similar bowling action to Naseem Shah from Pakistan.
Yeah, I think I must agree with you on that. Must be his idol per se, but Amjad Aman, tons of experience. Strengthening the offside field now. Mid wicket comes in. And is straight down the leg side once again. Certainly
Just
struggling
missed
for
it.
some rhythm.
As soon as possible, you get the rhythm. That is going to work for you.
Then there might have been a case for Kamran Hamid there, the man you saw on your screen just a while ago, to open the bowling because he's got some raw pace, and with this slightly helpful conditions, he would definitely be handful. Once again down the leg side, Amjad Aman struggling for rhythm here.
That's another wide. Not too many wides early on, I would say.
Yeah, it's important to use the helpful conditions to your advantage.
Lovely sky.
And off the pads here, stifled appeal, but definitely sliding down the leg side. The good news today is that there is no forecast for rain. If 10% counts as rain, then not too sure whether we can trust the Malaysian weather though.
Well, I was about to
Changes
say
very,
that,
very quickly.
Aryan, you're calling it a little too early.
Oh, it's in the air end! What an effort that is from the fielder there.
That was a cracking shot. Excellent fielding. Full marks for the effort. Was that a drop catch? Is my question.
Junaid there. I'll tell you that was hit really, really hard here looking at it in real time. I'll tell you he's saved 4 runs there.
I could surely hear that cracking sound from the middle of the willow.
Amjad Aman once again on the pads. Single taken. They've gone well despite losing a wicket. They haven't really slowed down thanks to some extras.
They've been playing good cricket. They've been aided with a lot of wide deliveries as well early on.
And Zubairi goes over mid off. Is it gone all the way? Just over the fielder there. That's the first maximum of this morning.
Yeah, that was a very good shot. A little too full on length by the bowler. If it's in the arc, it's surely going out of the park. Half a dozen there.
I think Zubaidi read the play really, really well here. Previous delivery was slightly shorter and he almost punished it to the boundary. So he expected the bowler to go full. And even though mid off was on the boundary, he said, I'm sure I can clear him.
Very confident player, isn't he?
Yeah, certainly is. It's been one of the mainstays in the national side for quite some time. Knows this ground and this pitch very, very well. Kiza Hayat to continue honing in on those stumps on the 5th over of the power play. 4 overs, 1 for 40 at this stage. PAK Eagles going very well. Quick single taken.
Keezer was not really happy with that effort.
Still got a slip in place. Murad Ali just keeping himself there, expecting some bite of the surface early on. And as we speak, slip comes out and goes to a short square leg. Kizayat says, I don't need a slip.
That's a good comeback.
I think the plan is clear from these two batters. They don't want to give Kizayat another wicket here. Just looking to rotate the strike, and they know he is the main threat in this KL ZALMI lineup, being the national side player.
And they've been trying to get another wicket or two, I feel. Should be the idea.
Yeah, certainly that would be the idea, because they've gotten off to a very, very good start here. Have PAK Eagles been helped by some ordinary bowling as well. So definitely need some wickets here to KL ZALMI to get themselves back into this contest.
Wickets will help. Early on, you want to restrict them to at least 150 or low.
This time Kizahaya just looking to go a bit wider and quicker, tempting the batter to go for the cut, but just drifted in with the arm.
Aryan, what kind of a total do you think is going to be par at this venue?
As we see a beautiful drive there, but good bit of fill in there by Junaid. And keeps it down to just a single. That's the end of the fifth over. It's a good one once again from Kizahayat. We'll come back to your question in the next over, Harman.
It's a good scoreboard. 4 overs, 40 for the loss of 1. We'll take that.
So we see some more spin being introduced in the form of Zakir Hussain, left arm spin. Harman, considering the start, almost 5 overs done, about 45 runs on the board already. So considering this, I think anything above the 160 mark, we know that things will slow down later on with this pitch, as it normally tends to slow down. So anything close to the 160 mark, knowing that KL ZALMI boasts a strong batting lineup, they'll be in the game with 160 plus, I feel.
Yeah, that's going to be something they'll want to have a look at. Good delivery.
You can see the idea is to drift it away from the left-handers with Zakir Hussain, and he'll be looking to bowl the orthodox left-arm spinner to the right-hander Ahmed Zubaidi. Zakir Hussain, a very, very smart bowler, an excellent batter as well. The right-hander mid-wicket and a long off in place.
We're living in the era of left-arm spinners.
Strengthening the offside field once again. So got 6 fielders on that offside, 5 inside the ring, and a long off. Have to be slightly wide off the off stump. They cannot. That's beautifully bowled. A bit too wide. He's missed out there as Ahmed Zubaidi. Last over of the power play. We've seen things happen quite a few times. And short ball pulled away. One bounce and over the boundary.
That was a good shot. Made room for himself using the power play. This is also the last over of power play. You want to make the most out of it.
Yeah, Zakir Hussain just straying on the pads a bit and allowed Ahmed Zubaidi to free his arms there through the leg side. Once again, this time goes over mid-on. It's in the air, but it's gone over the ropes. Even better this from Ahmed Zubaidi because it's very, very difficult to hit a ball off the back foot over mid-on. But he's managed to do that with utmost ease.
He's such a dangerous batter, isn't he? Such a clean striker of that cricket ball.
I think what he's doing really, really well today is not trying to hit the ball too hard. We've seen him get out on multiple occasions when he looks to hit the ball a bit too hard. That's much better from Zakir Hussain there. Slightly fuller. That's the end of the power play. 6 overs done.
A good power play for the batting side. Lost that one wicket. Apart from that, they've been very clinical.
See more spin being introduced after the power play. Zalmi would be happy that the fielding restrictions have been lifted. It's going to be the captain himself, Murad Ali. Loves to float the ball in the air. Still only 4 fielders outside. Or rather 3 only. Started waywardly down the leg side. Single taken with a wide.
I like the way he flights the ball. Always been very impressive.
I'm not satisfied with this field. He's only got the 4 fielders on the boundary. And as we speak, square leg also goes back. Ahmed Zubaidi, the aggressor, definitely won 5 fielders on the boundary. And outside of wide head. But you understand the idea here from Murad Ali. Doesn't want to give any pace to the batter Ahmed Zubaidi.
Probably there's some plan of action in the back of his mind. It's another good delivery. A little quicker through the air as well.
Ahmed Zubaidi says, you're not going to give me some pace. I'm going to generate some pace with the feet. And he's swung there and he's hit it well above the side screen there.
That was a cracking shot. Ahmed Zubaidi, he's looking in some fine touch already. Day 1 of the tournament, and he is shining.
Yeah, a bit too predictable there was Murad Ali. You could see the line was going to be outside the off stump and he was going to bowl it slower. Ahmed Zubaidi was expecting that. And as a batsman, I'm expecting a quicker one now. No, it's not. But he's gone straight down the ground. He's going to get another boundary. That's a good bit of fill in there. Come back for a second. Mushtaq Ahmed with the fielding.
Saving a couple of runs for the side. Every run matters in this format.
And it's in the air, but just short of the fielder. Murad Ali there, just bowling it slower and slower with every delivery.
He's not giving any
Ahmed
pace at the moment.
Yeah, Zubaidi survives there. He's bowling it very slow through the air, especially to the right-hander. Only 3 fielders out on the boundary for the left-hander. Oh, chipped in the air. But in no man's land, single taken. It's an expensive over to start off from Murad Ali. 7 overs have been completed here at the UKM Oval.
It's been a good start for them. PAK Eagles. Very, very confident.
Finally, we see Kamran Hamid into the attack. I think he should have been used earlier, in my opinion, because he's one bowler who is quite accurate, can get the ball to swing at pace.
Yeah, I reckon he should have been brought in much, much earlier.
I think maybe it's just the layoff that he had. The skipper said, "I'll give you some time in the field first before I bring you on." Love to see how he fares though against these two batters who've been going at it very, very well. He's another pace bowling option is Mazhar. He's got deep fine leg. As we see some changes being ringed. Mid on inside the circle. Deep square leg also inside the circle. He's got third man, extra cover, long off, deep mid wicket, and a fine leg on the boundary. Here we go, around the wicket, Kamran Hamid. It's the single. Ahmed Zubaidi
Ahmed's
ready
got
on to 36.
good pace. Pretty quick through the air as well.
He does get the ball to skid on quite a bit. Short in stature. And with his action, he'll definitely get the ball to skid on, and if there's any swing, he'll extract it as well. I'm not too sure there'll be any. Oh, there was some swing there, and it's gone. Down to third man for a boundary. Lucky escape there for Ahmed Zubaidi. Kamran Hamid cannot believe his luck.
Sometimes it's not in the luck of the bowler. But that was a very good delivery. It was really, really well bowled.
Ahmed Zubaidi 40 already. Third man goes back now. Square leg comes in. Oh, slower delivery there. Something new from Kamran Hamid. We haven't really seen him bowl that very, very often.
You got to bring in all that mix in this format. You want them to be guessing all the time what your next move is going to be.
PAK Eagles going at close to 10 runs and over here. Looking, oh, that's a beautifully bowled. Gets an inside edge and they'll manage to eke out a single. Kamran Hamid attacking the stumps.
He's a smart bowler.
It's got deep cover on the boundary now. And that extra cover fielder has moved to a point area. So just he'll have to be fuller. Gone for the slower delivery straight to the fielder. That was just moved there. Slow balls haven't really gripped so far. Seem to be coming on nicely onto the bat.
They're looking to get that extra pace on offer.
What a delivery that was! Shot from out of nowhere. That's a good over from Kamran Hamid. He's given away a boundary, but an unlucky one. 8 overs gone. PAK Eagles 75 for 1.
It was a good delivery to round off the over. 8 runs in total. Start here from Kamran. Aryan, would you still continue with the spinner?
I think it's a difficult choice for the skipper there because he needs, if he's going to bowl his fast bowlers, he needs an accurate fast bowler. The skipper trusting himself at the moment. Kamran Hamid had a good start to his previous over. Not too sure they've got another Kamran Hamid on the other end. They've got Junaid, who is generally a good exponent of hitting the seam and getting some movement in the air as well. But they haven't utilized him today. It's wide off mid off. Can they come back for a second or they settle for one?
Yeah, that's one trick that they have missed, I feel.
Ooh, just short of the fielder there at extra cover. Yeah, that's what happens when you have too many options. When you're spoiled for options, you don't know who to go to at what stage. As Zubaidi goes over extra cover and he's got himself another boundary, gets himself onto 47, closing in on a half century here at the YSD UKM Oval. Would be the first half century if he is to get there of this RAYA Airways KL T20 bash.
He's good batting. He's been flawless. And with Zubaidi taking the responsibility of the sleeves. What a knock.
Ahmed Zubaidi just gets himself off strike. We've seen him looking to go very, very hard in previous matches. But today he's been very, very smart in the way he's attacked the bowlers. He's not looked to take unnecessary risks. And he's been helped by some poor bowling as well. Again, 8 runs off the over. Nine overs done. PAK Eagles 83 for 1.
Narin also he's played very good cricketing shots. He's played on the merit. He's been helped by poor length on offer by the bowlers. That can't take the credit away from the batter, the way he got the big hits, accelerated at the right time.
Yeah, certainly has been a very, very good knock. As we mentioned, he hasn't really looked to hit the ball too hard. He's just played the ball on his merit and he's got the rewards for it. He's closing in on a half century. It's going to be Muhammad on strike at the moment, who's just played second fiddle. Hasn't really had to do much.
That will be another dot delivery to start for Kamran, bowling his second over.
Kamran Hamid at the moment just looking to bowl that length ball and back of a length. Haven't seen him test the wicket as yet. It's again outside the off stump but driven straight to the fielder. He's bowling to his field.
The smart bowler knows where his fielders are. Has been bowling in that length.
Finally looks to go for the short delivery. The batter was late on the pull shot but nobody out there. Just a single.
It's the one run. The way the Park Eagles are batting, I believe they'll be eyeing at least another 100 from here.
Certainly, with wickets in hand, they can look to push. Ahmed Zubaidi, two away from half century. Kamran Hamid, once again, is on pace this time and is gone behind square just over the fielder there. Gets himself a second run and gets himself to a half century there. What an innings this has been. Calm, composed, and he's taking his side to a good score here in the first innings.
And a very good batting. That was a cheeky shot to complete his half century. Just 30 deliveries. He's batted really, really well.
It was a bold shot because Kamran Hamid, so far, every delivery is bowled to Ahmed Zubaidi has been a slower delivery. So he had to generate his own pace. Once again, a slower delivery just outside the off stump, though. Outside the wide line, rather.
Yeah, Kamran, a little disappointed with himself. He's trying for that back of the hand delivery.
You have to be careful with the length that he bowls with his slow delivery. If it's too full, he's going to travel. Goes on pace this time and straight to the fielder, though. The outfield quite slow today, considering the overnight rains. Still a good over here from Kamran Hamid. Just 5 of it in 5 deliveries. Last delivery before the drinks break. Again goes short. He goes in the gap. Looking to come back for a second and they decide against it. One thing that has been lacking a bit in this PAK Eagles innings has been the running between the wickets. 10 overs done. PAK Eagles 89 for 1. And it's time for
Good halfway
drinks.
stage. Much needed as well.
Welcome back, viewers. We are here after the drinks break, after 10 overs.
The score is 89 for 1. So the PAK Eagles are cruising right now. They'll be looking to score at least 150 or 200. 200 would be a good score here. And now Khizar Hayat coming back into the attack. So more spin into the attack. Harman. Yeah, Khizar Hayat already picked up a wicket in his first delivery that he started off with. Halfway stage looks like a very, very good score for the PAK Eagles. Got to get that wicket of Zubaidi. Yes, absolutely. Zubaidi is looking very dangerous out there. He might be eyeing for a big score in here. He has the time. There's still 10 overs remaining in this innings. Here comes Khizar Hayat. A well bowled back of length. That's one of his strengths, Khizar Hayat. He likes to bowl it a bit flat, not giving too much to the batters. So as a batter, you need to be very proactive. And he's got him. Beaten for pace. And right after the drinks break, there is a breakthrough coming from Khizar Hayat. That was a lovely delivery, a little quicker through the air and straight at the top of that middle stump. And how often have we seen, Shahidur, that drinks break and the batters lose a wicket? Yes, absolutely. It really breaks the momentum because as a batter, once you're having the flow and the momentum with you and then there is a drinks break, you tend to get slightly relaxed and that's where you make mistakes. But yes, take nothing away from Khizar Hayat, a wonderful delivery coming back with the angle and deceiving the left-hander. That was a very good delivery. Scored well throughout. Surely deserves that wicket in his column. This is exactly what KL ZALMI needed right now. A wicket or two here can really bring them back into this game. They have really struggled in the first 10 overs, but cricket is a funny game. A good couple of overs here and there, and the match can really swing towards the other end. Sulaiman is the new batter. Oh, well bowled once again. He's bowling it very flat. Just trying to hurry on to the batter. He's very economical looking into the circumstances. He's into his third over, only given away 6 runs and 2 crucial wickets. That's a good looking shot down the ground and he will get off the mark with a single. One more run added on. $90 for the loss of 2. It's a good score. You'll take that as a batting side any given day. And Zubaidi goes aerial. That's high and handsome. A huge 6. It was there in the slot. And with the form Zubaidi is in right now, he will take them all day long. You could hit that. The way he's been striking the ball, he's such a clean striker, isn't he? How good a hit was that? Sounded so good. That's smart batting right after that 6. Usually as a batter, you can get carried away, but that's smart cricket. Taking a single and keeping the strike of the last delivery. After 11 overs, it's 97 for 2 PAK Eagles. So it got to be a good outing for the PAK Eagles to start their KL T20 2025. Game 1 and fireworks already. Yes, absolutely. They have come here all guns blazing. And a lot of credit must be given to the Kuala Lumpur Cricket Association for organizing such a wonderful event, and especially the sponsors RAYA Airways, and a lot of international players taking part in this tournament as well. They will be playing in different teams, so I think it will be a good exposure for the Malaysian cricketers as well. So Syed Zunaib is the new bowler into the attack, right arm medium. So
Like you
Hamran,
mentioned, Shadul,
mhm,
it's going to bring in a lot of talent from around the globe. This is very good exposure and preparation for the players of Malaysia as well as they'll be going for that qualifiers for the T20 World Cup in September.
yes, absolutely, it will be a good practice for them. It's always good to play some competitive cricket that took the outside edge down to third man for a single. So it's a good start from Syed Zunaib. Looks to be a skiddy bowler. Has a good slow run up,
9 on the ball.
but he builds momentum as he goes towards that popping crease. That smashed away through the offside, through the covers for another boundary. It was there to be hit, short and wide, and he has punished the bowler.
That's a very good hit there. That was really, really well connected.
So, what should be a good score here, Harman? What do you think? What should Park
At
Eagle
least
be looking at?
220. Shadul, I feel anything over 200 from here is easily on the cards. I think even 180 is a good score on this track. Anything over 180 is just around that above par score.
Yes, absolutely. Can't agree more. But I think they have also missed the trick. On a pitch like this, I think the slower bowlers will be much more effective because the batters can really use the pace of the delivery. What a good looking shot inside out, but there's protection out there. Good fielding, kept it down just to one run. And the outfield looks extremely slow and sluggish, probably due to the heavy rain last night. I think that's also gonna affect the course of the game. Zubaidi again trying to hit the ball probably a little too hard, I guess. Getting an inside edge. Nevertheless, another over comes to an end after 12. Park Eagles 106 for 2.
Park Eagles have got off to a very good start, courtesy of that partnership between Ahmed Zubaidi at the top. Shadul, even the weather, it's pretty humid out there.
Yes, it's slightly overcast, but extremely hot and humid out here. I mean, that's how the weather is in Malaysia. Oh, beautifully played down the ground. He's looking very good out there, Ahmed Zubaidi. He moves on to 65 now, only 35 short of that ton. But like I said, it's very humid out there, so the heat can really get on to the players. But yes, they're all professional players, they know how to deal with it. I believe the weather is similar in your region as well, Arman.
Yeah, it's pretty similar as well during this time of the year.
Sharp fielding there, Kamran Hamid. He's a very talented guy, Kamran. Good all rounder. Oh, that's well played over the fielder. Trying to be a bit fancy there, Suleiman.
just walked into bat. I think it would be more wise of him just to take a single and get Ahmed Zubaidi on strike. He goes inside out this time, slightly aerial, another single. I think it's a good intent, trying to play some shots and get some extra runs because Ahmed Zubaidi has been hitting the boundaries quite easily. So if someone from the other end hits a couple of boundaries here, it can really help the cause. Yeah, rightly mentioned. It can surely work. Another good fielding there from Keezer. He's been busy. 13 overs done. 111 for the loss of 2. Spark Eagle with 8 wickets in hand. We might be expecting some fireworks pretty soon. I believe they have a lot of batters in their side, and with the shorter format, it's very important that you hit those boundaries, especially when you got a good start. 111 for 2 in 13 overs. That's aerial, again short of the fielder. Oh, that's sloppy. Luckily for the fielder, Ahmed Zubaidi was not interested for that second run. Yeah, that was very sloppy and sluggish, costing them. Again, he tried to go down the track, but just managed to get an edge. Another single. So KL Zalmi will be happy to concede singles in here with a set batter out there. As long as they don't concede boundaries, they can always get back into this game. Just a wicket or two here, especially the wicket of Ahmed Zubaidi, will be very crucial right now. 100%. Well, Ahmed Zubaidi will be very happy with this knock, especially in recent days. He has not been able to capitalize on the opportunities, especially in the international circuit. So I think this will really boost up his confidence. Said Zunaib continuing in here. A short delivery pulled away, but no timing whatsoever. Just a single. So this is a very good comeback over, I would say. Just a 4 runs of it so far. Yeah, rightly mentioned. 115 for 2. Oh, what a shot once again. Another boundary. Ahmed Zubaidi is playing a beautiful knock in here. Let's have a look at that. Slightly short, and he pounced onto it. Great feats, good hand-eye coordination, I would say. He's been doing well. Another good looking shot down the ground. Just for a single. He moves on to 73 of 43 deliveries. After 14 overs, PAK Eagles 120 for 2. Another 6 overs. Good. What's your prediction? I'll be happy to see them score 200. I mean, anything below 200, they will be really disappointed, especially with how things are going right now. 120 with 8 wickets in hand. They have 6 overs.
So I think it's pretty much on the cards. How about you, Harman?
Yeah, they'll be disappointed if they don't get towards that 180 200 mark from here. The 8 wickets in hand. Caesar batting really, really well.
Oh, that's another huge hit down the ground. He welcomes the captain Murad Ali with a huge six down the ground. Ahmed Zubaidi is dealing in boundaries right now.
Such a clean striker. You just cannot be bowling it a little too full there. Murad doesn't have the best pace out there, but the batter moves on to 79 from 44. What a knock.
Oh, beautiful. Again, that's flat batted for another six. Back to back sixes here for Ahmed Zubaidi. Again, right there in the slot, asking to be hit. And Zubaidi says, thank you very much.
2 and 2. This is some good batting. And 132 on the board. This is the over that they'll be wanting to make it even big.
Yes, Murad Ali now changing the angle once again, coming over the wicket. And Ahmed Zubaidi went for it for the third time. Almost got himself stumped. I think it's very important for him to carry this innings and score that 100. Now he's batting on 85, just 15 short. And he has all the time in the world to get those runs. Yeah, smart batting. That's much more sensible. He's already scored 2 sixes in this over. Oh, this time it's Suleiman. That's huge. Over the long off fielder. Another six here. 3 sixes in the over.
Well, that was a very, very elegant shot. It was really well connected. And a half a dozen.
This heaved away on the onside. Oh, great attempt there. And it still goes for a boundary. Again, ball very slow. And look at that for an effort. But in the end, his effort goes in vain. Another boundary. An expensive over. 23 runs of that over after 15, 143 for 2.
Really good hit. Just a big over. 23 of it. The 5 overs remaining. Looks like 200 surely on the cards now.
And with that, we have a change in bowling. Zakir comes into the attack. Oh, inside out. That's in the air. And one drop into the fence. Another boundary. Ahmed Zubaidi moves into his 90s.
That was a good shot. Inside out, making room for himself. And gets that boundary. 147 on the board. He's 10 away from that century. Getting better.
Again, well played. Smashed away. Through the offside for a couple of runs. Again, both the batters are looking extremely dangerous out there. Ahmed Zubaidi just 8 runs away from that century. A good start to the over. 6 runs of it so far. This time it's pulled away. Another 6. Kamran Hamid can only watch that ball sail over his head.
Yeah, that was some genuine striking there. Look at that shot. More like a tennis jab. He moves on to 98. He is dealing in fours and sixes at the moment. 155 also on the board.
That was sheer power. Oh, that's well played. Played into the gap for a single. He moves on to 99. Just a couple of overs back, he was batting on 70 odd runs. And that's how quickly a match can change. Oh, that's smart batting. Sulaiman doing the right thing, just getting a single, getting Ahmed Zubaidi back on strike. He's on 99.
He deserves that 100. He has batted flawlessly. Now can surely see that football. I'm sorry, the cricket ball as a football.
Absolutely. Oh, probably the nerves just got the better of him. A dot ball, so he needs to wait for another over at least. After 16, Park Eagles 157 for 2.
The last 4 overs that wait for 100 will go up to the next over. But he deserves that 100. The way he's batted, he's looked in so good touch.
So the experienced Khizar Hayat comes back into the attack. He has been very economical. Probably the pick of the bowlers for me. 3 overs, 14 runs and 2 wickets. The only bowler to take wickets in here so far in this innings. Sulaiman on strike. That's aerial. Should be an easy catch. Kamran Hamid underneath. And he's gone. Another wicket here for Khizar Hayat.
Khizar has been really effective. That's his third wicket. He's only leaked 14 runs. That was leading edge straight towards that short third. Simple catch. So the man who was just looking to get those big hits will take that long walk back.
Yes, he played a good knock in here. 19 of 14. Gave some good support to Ahmed Zubaidi, who's still out there on 99 right now. And the new batter walking in, MD Ridoy.
He's got the ability of striking those big hits as well. Ridoy. So Bedi's there at the North Strikers end. He'll be looking for that 100. And then post that, I feel he's going to accelerate even faster. What do you think?
Yes, absolutely. I believe he won't play for his 100, but he will be playing for the team. If it's there to be hit, he will be going for his shots. Oh, well played. A beautiful shot, and he gets off the mark with a boundary. That was bowled flatter, and all he needed to do was to get bat on ball. Delicately played. A good start here for Ridoy.
Yeah, lucky also, but doesn't care. If that has been a boundary.
This time he goes down to ground. Yes, I think there was a misjudgment. There was no third man before that boundary. Left ample amount of space. And with that, Ahmed Zubaidi on strike. He's batting on 99. Oh, beautiful delivery. Khizar Hayat just mixing his pace, bowling it a bit slower, enticing the batter to play that drive. almost went through his defenses. Ahmed
Game of
Zubaidi being
nerves there.
tested. He has to wait a bit longer. That's three dot deliveries since he went on to 99. And this time he goes down the ground and he completes that single and he gets his century. What an innings here from Ahmed Zubaidi. 100 coming off
That's,
just 55 deliveries.
this has been a very, very good knock. A well-deserved 100 of just 55 deliveries. Applause from all around the park. Even the bowler applauding his teammate, national team player. Very well done. Take a bow.
There's a big player delivering on the big occasion as well. Ahmed Zubaidi, a regular name in the Malaysian national side. And with that, we have another change in bowling. Kamran Hamid will be coming back into the attack. I'm very impressed with Kamran Hamid today. Yes, he went for 14 runs, but he was trying a lot of variations. We have seen the off cutter, the back of hand leg cutter as well. So he's just trying to mix up his pace, trying to keep the batters guessing.
He's bowled well. It's been impressive.
That's driven, but straight to the fielder. Just a single. Good fielding there. Sakir on that occasion. So I think both the batters will be swinging their bats at everything. Arman.
That's. I think it's an open license as well. Last 3 overs, got to go for the bowlers against the bowlers, and got to make the most out of it.
Oh, that's a good take behind the wickets. Farooq Ahmed, the wicket keeper, he did well. Probably saved a boundary for the team. I think that's very important. As a fielding unit, you need to back your bowlers, especially the wicket keeper. Good effort there.
Very good effort, and also you got to credit the bowler here. Following the batter wasn't an easy delivery to execute. Really, really well bowled.
A wild swing once again. Probably got an inside edge. Look at how deep MD Ridway is batting. He's almost batting at the edge of the stumps. I'm afraid one mistake and he might hit the stumps with his feet or with the bat.
Yeah, well, he could do that, but at the moment he's looking for that big hit. So he's wanting to use that Yorker length and convert it probably into a full toss or a good length delivery.
That's high in the air. And Kamran Hamid gets his man. He gets the centurion. Ahmed Zubaidi departs after scoring 101 runs of just 57 deliveries.
Yeah, Kamran finally gets the man, but I feel it's a little too late as Ahmed Zubaidi has batted really, really well. Get a pat on the back to all the players as well. He's trying to go for another big hit. Good catch there.
A wonderful innings here comes to an end. So we have a left-hander now walking into bat, Mohsin Idris. an experienced campaigner as well. He can hit those big boundaries. But yes, it's going to be a tough task for him to go right from the word go, especially when Kamran Hamid is bowling so well out there. It's an interesting field set there. He has a short mid wicket and a deep mid wicket as well, and a deep square leg. Because Mohsin Idris favours the onside. He's very strong off his pads. And now he's taking the short mid wicket to covers. Another change in field. Kamran Hamid changing the angle, coming round the wicket. And that's a huge six. What a welcome to Kamran Hamid. Mohsin Idris hits the first delivery out of the ground.
That was a powerful strike. How good a hit was that? Really well connected.
Oh, beautifully bowled. Kamran Hamid mixing his pace once again. Mohsin Idris had no clue about that delivery. Good change of pace to end the over. A successful over. Just the 7 runs from it after 18. PAK Eagle 171 for 4.
Another 2 overs. They'll be eyeing at least another 20-25 from here. That takes them just around that 190 plus. Would be a very good score, I feel.
Yes, 2 overs remaining. Said Zunaib will continue in here. Again, played down the ground. MD Ridoy is trying to go for it. Probably not getting the timing on that occasion. But what a huge 6 there in the first delivery that he faced. Mohsin Idris. He can be really dangerous on his day.
Yeah, it can be very dangerous. We saw that with that big hit.
A big swing once again. It's in the air. It will fall short of the fielder. A poor running, I would say. Could have gone for the second.
Very surprised that they didn't go for the 2 runs there. It was always a double. Landed in no man's land. Had that chance to convert that into a double at least.
Oh, that's huge. Another shot, another 6. This time it's MD Ridoy.
Clean as a whistle. Dancing down. And gets that up and away. What a strike. Half a dozen right away. Entertaining knock here from Ridoy.
This time he goes on the onside. They're running hard. And look at that. MD Ridoy. He almost ran 1.5 run. And Mohsin Idris was literally walking towards the other end. Probably he wants the strike. Eight deliveries to go in this innings. 180 on the board. 200 looks pretty much on the cards. That's pulled away. This time they're running hard. And comfortably making for the second run.
A couple of runs added on here. Mohsin, he's been eyeing for those big hits. KL Salmi will have a mountain of a score to chase when they come out.
Oh, this time straight to the fielder. No runs on that occasion. A dot ball to end the over. 6 legal deliveries to go in this innings. 182 for 4. PAK Eagles.
Eagles, courtesy of that 100 coming in from the bat. Zubaidi has got them to a very good score, I would say.
Yes, I think it was Subaidi whose innings really set the tone for this innings. A wonderful century coming within the first day of the tournament.
There's another fixture happening at the other ground, the SNK Lions versus the Park Wolves. 1.5 overs, the SNK Lions 69 for the loss of 5.
And he's gone. Another wicket here for Kamran Hamid. He banged that in short and took the edge straight to the keeper. Good catch as well. Good bowling.
A very good delivery. Kamran Hamid has been impressive today. He's picked up his second wicket, 3 overs, 2 for 21 now. Bowling the last over, he's been very brave, hasn't he? Another 5 deliveries remaining. Shahidul, do you think that 190 will be on the board?
Yes, at one time they were looking to be cruising towards the 200-run mark, and now it's going to be very challenging with 5 deliveries remaining and a new batter walking into bat. But we all know Shazrul Izzat, he can swing his bat as well. But yes, at least 190 will still be very competitive.
Yeah, it's a very good score. On any ground, I feel this is a very good score. They also have a very good bowling lineup as well. The Park Eagles.
What a shot, pulled away. But he'll only get a couple of runs. Again, slow outfield. It seemed like it was running away for a boundary. This is good bowling. Kamran Hamid is really bending his back, bowling those short deliveries, trying to test the batters. And straight away, he has a fielder deep mid wicket.
He's bowled well. There's no doubt about that. Bowled really, really well.
Beautiful delivery. A dot delivery at this stage is as good as gold dust. Kamran Hamid is doing the thing for his team. Three deliveries remaining. Shazrul Izzat on strike. Again, a slow delivery, and he's got him. He's cleaned him up. Kamran Hamid has the last laugh here.
This is excellent bowling. The way he's bowled that straight onto the stumps. Look at that one. the back of the hand delivery, and that's timber for the bowler. He deserves it. Third wicket for 23. Excellent work from Kamran Hamid. Take a bow.
That's what a wonderful over here from Kamran Hamid. He's bowled 4 deliveries, given away just 2 runs and 2 wickets. A comeback over, probably from one of the most experienced campaigners in the KL ZALMI side. 2 deliveries remaining. So the new batter walked in, Naveed. He will take the strike. Kamran Hamid steaming in once again. Oh, a short delivery. Look at that for a shot. Up and over. A huge 6. Look at that for a shot. The square cut. Played to perfection.
Yeah, that was a very good hit. Just when we thought this was turning out to be an excellent over, that has spoiled the figures of the bowler here. Kamran trying to go for that bouncer.
It's the last delivery coming up here. 190 for 6. Slow delivery once again, and he goes down the ground. That's flat batted. Another boundary. What an innings here. 2 deliveries, 10 runs. Naveed will be very happy with this. And with that, PAK Eagles have completed the batting of 20 overs, 194 for 6.
So has been a very good show. The last over got a couple of wickets, but 12 runs as well. 195 is a very good score here by the PAK Eagles. Naveed hitting that 4 and a 6, getting them towards that 190 plus mark. Shahidul, over to you.
Yes, they'll be very happy. And look at the batters. It was Ahmed Zubaidi's century that really set the tone for the PAK Eagles. Osama Ali went for 7. Muhammad Adnan, he was looking good, 17. Sulaiman Safi, he scored 19 of 14. MD Ridoy, 13 runs. And then it was Naveed Beg scoring 10 runs of just 2 deliveries and 16 extras. That's something KL ZALMI really need to work on. And let's have a look at the KL ZALMI bowlers as well. Most of them were very expensive. Rahil Ali went for 14 runs. Amzad went for 22. Khizar Hayat for me was the pick of the bowlers. 4 overs, 20 runs, 3 wickets. And then Kamran Hamid chipped in as well. 3 wickets for 33 runs in his 4 overs. The rest of the bowlers has been very, very expensive. So that will be the end of the first innings. KL ZALMI will need to score 195 runs in their 20 overs with a required rate of 9.75. So we'll be going into a short break, and please stay tuned with us. Thank you.
Welcome back for this run chase. It's going to be a very, very interesting run chase because the pitch has played well and ZALMI boasts a strong, strong batting lineup. 196 is the target, and you'd back the batting side to fancy their chances here and put up a good show in this run chase. With that, I'd like to welcome my co-commentator Harman to the commentary box. Welcome, Harman. What do you have to say about how the first innings panned out, and what's your expectations from ZALMI in the second innings?
Yes, Soren, this sounds to be a very good game. It's a very big target to chase down. And ZALMI has to bat really, really well. I feel the bowlers didn't do that well as they could have. But again, it was excellent batting by Zabedi. That 100 was very, very special.
Yeah, indeed, was an excellent, excellent knock there. Played really, really well. He did give a chance early on, but wasn't taken, and he made sure that he takes full advantage of that. It's going to be Farooq opening the batting. Deep square leg and a deep fine leg on the boundary. Conventional 5-4 offside field. No slip in place. Just looking to be on the defensive, knowing that this wicket doesn't have much in it for the bowlers. Harman, which of these two sides do you think has read the pitch better? At the toss, Murad Ali said might be something in the wicket, but the skipper for PAK EAGLES said he wanted to bat first anyways. Here we go. First delivery. There is an appeal there, but the bat might have just hit the ground.
That's a good start for the bowler early on. You could see that the ZALMI is looking for the big hits right from the word go, because that target is a huge, huge one. That's going to be a little tricky as well.
Sajrul Izzat, another national side player, has got the best figures in T20 international, 6 for 7. It's in the air and it's just over the fielder there. So they're off the mark. Farooq with a boundary over mid-off.
That was a good shot. Aerial route, all he had to do was clear the infield. And he does that quite well. 4 runs.
Yeah, Sajrul Izzat in. Looking to swing that ball in. Now long off goes back, square leg comes in. Ready ranking the changes. Haziq Ayman, also a very good exponent with the bat. And is bowled. This is what he does best. Attacks the stumps. And the batter had no clue there. Farooq played a good shot, previous delivery, and has lost his wicket this time.
Well, this is what happens when you attack the stumps. Stump to stump length will work. As the batter misses, the bowler strikes. And not a very good start here for the batting side. 4 for the loss of 1.
I think he just played early there and didn't pick the swing either. And in the end lost his middle stump. Farooq has to depart for just 4. And ZALMI in early trouble, chasing 10 runs and over, 4 for 1.
Started off well, I would say. Just the kind of start he wanted. If we keep losing wickets, this might be an early finish as well.
Yeah, I think. But they have a strong batting lineup with a lot of batters, so I'm sure ZALMI will definitely put up a fight here. But yes, indeed, they will look to take charge, and with that comes the chances of wickets. Zakir Hussain, technically very sound, loves to take the attack to the bowler straight down the ground.
That's been a good start. That first ball was a dot, then the boundary, very next delivery, getting a wicket. As a bowler, you like that.
Mid off and mid on, both right at the edge of the 30-yard circle. Oh, that's well played in the end. With attacking the stumps once again. Zakir Hussain off the mark.
Yeah, there'll be another single coming in. 5 on the board for the loss of 1 wicket. We need to build up a partnership here, Aryan. Can't afford to lose more wickets inside of the power play at least.
Yeah, they really need to strike a balance between attack and defense because yes, they need to build a partnership, but they also need to keep that required run rate in check as well. Every over without a boundary, and the run rate will just keep climbing. It's going to be long gone and deep mid wicket for Hazik as he gets set to face his first delivery, camping on that front foot already. And there is an appeal there, and it's not given. Just sliding down the leg side, you would feel, but what an over this is from Shazwal Izzat.
That was an excellent delivery. Very close call. End of the first over. 5 runs on the board and a wicket.
MD Ridoy is going to be bowling the second over. He's going to be sharing the new ball with Shazwal Izzat. Third man and fine leg on the boundary, so conventional field.
Ridoy produce another breakthrough here.
Short ball pulled and straight to the fielder there at mid on. Zakir Hussain felt like he had an opportunity for a boundary, but all he could do was hit it straight to the hands of Ahmed Zubaidi there at mid on. And he is departed for just a single. Early trouble here, KL Zalmi.
Got a little too carried away, I would say. We had just spoken about can he produce a breakthrough, and Zakir also departs. 5 for the loss of 2. This is not a very good start for them.
Yeah, was there to hit, but I think would have been better off smashing it through the offside. Looked to go leg side with the pull and got it off the bottom and ended up losing his wicket.
Five for 2. You're chasing 195. This is not a very good start, Aryan.
Certainly isn't. They took the momentum with the ball, or rather with the bat, and brought it on into their bowling innings as well. They had a flurry towards the end there with the bat, and that momentum has definitely helped them in the field and with the ball. That brings Junaid at number 4. It's not the most explosive, but he is definitely someone who can stick out there. Takes his time initially. That's what they need. That's the sort of batter they need right now. Cut away there behind square. Just wide of the fielder, backward point in just a single.
It's cut away hard. Shy chance there. It was a very difficult one, I would say, for the fielder.
Umpire also signaling 1 for the over there, so he's done with his short deliveries for the over. slip in place. Good to see some attacking captaincy.
We'll be trying to get that 10 wickets as soon as possible.
It's very well bowled there, back of a length. Looking to hit the splice of the bat.
The dot ball. These dot deliveries will add on more pressure on the batting side.
Oh, we said they need to build up a partnership, and they've done the opposite of that. He's gone for the hoik over mid wicket, and he's lost his middle stump once again. So 3 down inside 2 overs.
Not a very good start. Not at all. Third man down with just 6 runs on the board. That's
Have a
what
look at this
happens when you
again.
play.
It was just on the stumps. He didn't have any feet movement. It was a nothing delivery in the end as well. No seam movement, no swing. But he just played across the line and lost his stumps.
They're in a little too much of a hurry, I feel. They should be playing in phases. They should be targeting 5 overs, and then the other 5 overs. But here, I think they're in a little too much of a hurry. Not working well. 3 men down. Aryan, this is not a very good start.
I must agree with you there. Yes, the bowling has been decent, but it's not a 6 for 3 wicket. It's not the type of bowling that will cause you to lose your 3 wickets in 6 runs. They've just been bad shots and they've paid the price.
Vidoy's got that double strike in the over. What a start for him. Chipped in some runs with the bat as well. He'll be a happy man.
It's cut away straight to the fielder there. Good fielding there at backward point. Stopped a certain boundary. A good start there for Kizahayat in at number 5. He's tons of experience, and he'll be looking to use that experience to get his side back into this contest with the bat. Ooh, that was an in-swinger there. Surprised the batter. Surprised us up here in the commentary box as well. But Kizahayat gets off the mark.
Yeah, that was a very good delivery, I would say. Very impressed with Vidoy, the way he's bowled. 2 for 2 in that over. After 2 overs, it's 7 for the loss of 3. Aryan chasing 195. We're struggling at 7 for the loss of 3.
Yeah, I think yes, they need to take the attack to the bowlers, but they also need to ensure they're not losing too many wickets. There's a stat that I've heard previously. If you lose 3 wickets within the power play, you lose 80% of your games. And they've lost 3 wickets inside 2 overs. That definitely isn't helping the cause. It's again good bit of fielding here. Been very active in the field so far. Have PAK Eagles.
All about that fielding as well. They've been fielding so well at the moment.
Definitely they have the momentum and they have everything going their way so far. 3 wickets early as Junaid gets set to face his first delivery against Shazrul Izzat. That was an away swinger there. It's good to see from Shazrul Izzat.
I like the bowling. They've been bowling really well, not trying a little too extra. That really, really works.
Yeah, Sajulizat loves to bowl fuller, especially with the new ball. Not too sure what the umpire is trying to tell the batter there. He's telling the batter he cannot walk down the wicket, but not too sure whether that's actually a good thing to do because the batter is allowed to come down the wicket as far as I know.
Yeah, it's probably the danger zone where the umpires don't like the batters to be stepping on.
That's beautifully played there behind square. Is it going to go all the way? No, it's not. Oh, maybe it is. The fielder got there in the end, but just a slightly lazy effort, you would say. But
Yeah, that was a
straight on the
brilliant strike
pads.
though. It was just flicked away. Fielder gave it a chase but just couldn't save that one. There you can see that discussion again is about the batter stepping in the middle of that pitch.
Yeah, while I agree to that point, but I need to understand because when a spinner is bowling and the batter comes down the wicket, I don't think he's getting that far ahead that the umpire should be concerned.
Yeah, it's a little surprising to me as well.
Ooh, there's an appeal there, but just hit him outside the line, you would feel. He's doing well here, is Junaid, is getting outside the line.
I also feel, Aryan, that the batter is trying to step down because he wants to kill that lateral movement. You see a lot of batters stand a few feet ahead of that popping crease, and stepping down is you don't want that ball to swing a little too much.
Yeah, I think that's absolutely the reason. He's looking to swing the ball, target the stump, so he wants to do two things: cover the swing and get himself outside the line of the off stump as well. He's doing both of them really, really well at the moment. Is Junaid. Nevertheless, it's been a good over. It's been a testing over here from Shazul Izzat. Just bowled the one slightly wayward delivery, but it's been on the money otherwise. Long off and long on in place. Still feel there is an opportunity to bring that long off in and put the square leg or the fine leg on the boundary. But that's a good over there. Right on the money once again. 3 overs done. KL ZALMI 12 for 3.
That run rate is a little too less at the moment, plus those 3 wickets in the column. But still, you have a lot of time to build up the innings. 183 still more required in those remaining 17 overs of play.
Ridoy continues short and wide. Missed out there did Kiza Hayat. Required run rate as we speak is approaching 11 runs and over, Harman.
Yeah, that's dot deliveries. Dot ball is a crime in this format.
Very, very active in the field at the moment are PAK Eagles. They know the importance of starting well in this tournament. This is the first match of the RAYA Airways KL T20 Bash, and they want to start on a winning note.
Yeah, they want to start on a winning note, and Aryan, you want to win by a big margin. That net run rate might come into play later at the end of the tournament.
It's well played by Kiza Hayat down to third man. That's definitely in their mind, especially after getting 3 early wickets. They want to win by a big run rate, knowing that 4 teams in each group, only 2 will qualify. So more often than not, you'd expect net run rate to come into play. You don't want to be in the situation where you lose out because of your net run rate.
Yes, 100%.
It's beautifully bowled there. The away swinger once again. So both these bowlers swinging in both ways.
Discipline being shown.
I think especially for say Junaid, I'm not too sure whether the wicketkeeper is comfortable enough to stay up to the stumps. But I think there is definitely an opportunity for him to do that. Especially for Shazul Izzat. Because he seems to be walking down the wicket at every delivery.
That would be helpful. Stumping opportunity will also be created.
That was close there. Could have been a run out there. Say Junaid going nowhere with that shot first of all, and then with the running, he was just hovering halfway down. Rightly sent back by his partner Kiza Hayat. What an over once again from Ridoy. Just a single of it. Kiza Hayat just giving him some words of encouragement, telling him to take it easy. Need to just build a partnership here. Again looking to go leg side, but I feel like he has missed out there. It's on his pads. That's the end of the 4th over. KL ZALMI 13 for 3.
That was a pretty good delivery there.
Are you going for Shazul Izzat for another over? Raman?
Yeah, that's the right move as well. We'll be wanting to get another breakthrough here.
Yeah, he is going for Shazul Izzat. Indeed, he just wants another breakthrough here, knowing that Kiza Hayat can be dangerous if he sticks around. Just want to get rid of him as soon as possible. Here we go. It's in the air, long gone down there. Can he get underneath it? We talked about getting Kiza Hayat, and he's done just that. He's played a rash shot there, looking to go over mid wicket. Just got a leading edge and lost his wicket.
Well, that's what pressure does to you. Had to break the shackles only to find the fielder. That's the wicket number 4. With just 13 on the board. Another set batter, Kiza Hayat, who was looking promising, will walk back. And Shazul continues. To give him that 3rd over has paid off.
Yeah, I'm actually surprised with the batting lineup that they've brought in today. We haven't seen Murad Ali, the captain, come in. Yes, I understand it's a 200 chase, but you still need an anchor in the middle, and Murad Ali is one of the best anchors, and he can hit the ball as well. But interestingly, they haven't really sent him up the order today. Whether it's something to do with his fitness level in terms of the heat, or whether it's just a tactical move to go with their sluggers or the hitters up the order. So Amjad Aman, another hitter, comes in at number 6.
At the moment, 13 for the loss of 4. Is there any coming back for the KL ZALMI?
Shazul Izzat once again will be looking to attack the stumps. Driven away behind square, and it's running away behind square to the boundary. Much needed this for ZALMI.
There's another good shot there. This time, the new batter starts off with a 4.
A bit too wide there from Shazulizad. He's at his best when he's attacking the stumps, probably looking for the big in swinger, but the ball just stayed straight on and straight off Amjad Aman's bat. It's better from Shazulizad. Oh, could have been a single there, but they decide against it. ZALMI dugout not happy with that. Screams of singles.
17 for the loss of 4 wickets. That's what good bowling can do to you.
I think we've already seen the contrast between the opening bowlers from ZALMI and now PAK Eagles. Oh, beautifully bowled. I just held its line there. Amjad Aman playing for that in swinger, only to realize that it went straight on.
There's another very good delivery, I would say. How did that not get the edge of the bat?
ZALMI have not gone anywhere with their run rate. And they've lost 4 wickets as well. Digging a deeper hole for themselves here. Right on the money there. And that's lazy from the bowler himself there, Shazulizad. Just looked to test his own football skills. The ball just bounced over his foot and allowed them to come for a single.
For the loss of 4 wickets.
Change in the field. Mid-off comes in. Finally it goes back to the boundary. Is he going to look for that big in swinger? Or is he looking to go short here? Beautiful shot there. Junaid there knew what to expect. He knew he was going to attack the stumps. Just gave himself a bit of room and went straight down the ground.
Look at that shot once again. Making room. Straight batted. Opening the face of the bat. A half a dozen to finish off the over. 5 completed. 24 for the loss of 4.
They got 11 runs off their. Certainly, they need a few more of these big lusty blows. 5 overs rather, 24 for 4. 11 runs came off that last over, so it's a good one for ZALMI, even though they lost a wicket early on. Interesting move by the captain there, continuing with his opening bowler. So they're going to be bowling 3 each in the power play. Want to kill the game right here.
I think I kind of like this move as well. If the bowlers are looking in good touch, why not get them all the 4 overs?
I think they're going to stick to 3 apiece, you would feel, and then maybe keep 1 for later on in case things go south. You know, you can always stick to your bowlers who have done well for you on a given day.
Starts off well.
It's been a very good start from both these bowlers. They've barely bowled any extras. They've been right on the money throughout. They've reaped the rewards thanks to some ordinary batting, to say the least. The pressure of 200 definitely got to the batters. Well played there, but couldn't find the gap.
Could have done better, I feel.
They're doing well, not looking to fight the pace, just looking to use it to his advantage. Slower delivery this time, but is hit the gap and is going to hit a boundary there. Mohsin Idris going after it, but to no avail, much to the delight of KL Zalmi.
That was a good shot there. Picked up the full toss and made the most out of it. He was not missing out on that.
First boundary conceded by Ridoy this morning, or rather afternoon. Oh, it's in the air there. The away swinger has got himself another wicket. It's very, very smart bowling. And Zalmi have lost half their side for 29 inside the power play.
Yeah, it was a little slower one. A little swinging away from the batter. Leading edge and a simple catch for the mid-off fielder. You could see the batter. He knew it. The moment he hit that, he knew that was a wicket. Aryan 29 for 5. Not good signs.
Yeah, when they lost an early wicket, I remember you mentioning that you could be in for an early finish. I wasn't a fan of that, but your words might just end up being true here. Finally, we see the skipper, Murad Ali, coming in at number 7.
That's what a game of cricket is all about. You lose wickets and there's no coming back. Especially inside of the power play, we've seen teams lose 4 or 5 wickets. And then it's an early finish.
Yeah, what a move from the skipper here, continuing with his opening bowlers for an extended spell. And they've definitely paid dividends for that. I think Zalmi will have to assess now whether they still want to go after the target or just play out the 20 overs and play for net run rate. Slip in place.
166 of 14.2 overs, Aryan. That's a big ask.
Yeah, indeed it is. It's not going to be easy at all, especially when you're 5 down this early. There's no demons in the wicket, mind you. It's just been good bowling combined with ordinary batting.
It's right you mentioned the batting has been below par at the moment.
Yeah, this is the same wicket where early on, 2 hours ago, Ahmed Zuwaidi scored 100. And the Zalmi batters are struggling to get into double digits.
Well, that's game of cricket. It's still early days. I'm sure the KL Jalmi will go back to the drawing board, fix all the errors, all the mistakes, and come back as a stronger unit.
Last delivery of the power play. It's cut away behind square, and that's good batting. Ends the power play. Zalmi reeling here at 31 for 5.
Good power play for the PAK Eagles. They have been on top, 31 and 5 wickets. Half of the side back into the dugout. There you can see the groundsmen doing all the hard work as well.
Going to see the first change in the bowling. More pace being introduced. Aman, I got a question for you. We've seen 26 overs so far on this wicket. Do you think that Ahmed Zubaidi's innings was an outrageous innings, or is the wicket playing really well, or is it just Ahmed Zubaidi who made it look easy? Because we've seen most other batters have really struggled.
Yeah, rightly said. You have to credit Ahmed Zubaidi with the way he's batted, with the intent he's batted. Accelerated at the right time, picked out his bowlers, whom to target, went for the big hits. So it has to be a masterclass for Zubaidi.
Let's go straight down to long on. It's a good start for Amjad Aman. Gets a short ball and middles one. Yeah, I think I must agree with you. Ahmed Zubaidi, tons of experience there. He's a national team player, and he took his opportunities at the right moments as well.
Yeah, rightly. And it's good to see him getting those runs as well. We all know what a good quality player he is.
Slower delivery there, full toss. Murad Ali gets a single. Really need to
Anything
rebuild.
over, I'm sorry, anything over 170, Aryan, we know that it's not going to be easy to chase. That scoreboard pressure will be there.
There's an appeal here, but the batter, or rather the umpire, says not out. I think the bat hit the ground, as suggested by the batter, and the umpire thinks likewise as well. Oh, Amjad looking to go straight down the ground. Can he get himself a boundary? Yes, he does. Looking to take the attack on now. Mid off inside the circle rather. And he's targeted that straight down the ground. Good umpiring there in the end as well. Just got out of the way in the nick of time.
It was good work there. Had to move out of the way. Done well. But we need many more of them. This is just the start, I would say.
It's aggressive captaincy though. He had got 6 fielders inside the ring before the previous boundary. Ooh, Amjad Aman. He wants Amjad Aman to look at those gaps and look for those boundaries. At the moment, he doesn't seem to be connecting too well. Just plays it off the back foot. That's the end of 7 overs. ZALMI 37 for 5.
6 runs of that over. Conceding a boundary, but has done well, I would say. 3 more overs before the drinks break comes into the play. I think this is going to be a very exciting tournament. A lot of international players also coming down to play in the RAYA Airways KL T20 Bash 2025.
The skipper continuing with his pace bowlers. Naveed. He's got 4 fielders on the boundary. Third man, fine leg, deep mid wicket, and long gone. As Murad Ali faces his first delivery, he's missed out there on a full toss. Hit it straight to Mohsen Idris. Fine leg comes in now and long off. seems to be going back. No, he stays inside the ring. And finally comes in and Murad Ali says, "Thank you very much." And he gets a ball on his pads and ensures he doesn't miss out.
Yeah, that was a good strike there. Pulled it away and picks up the boundary. 4 runs, no problems whatsoever.
I think Zalmi just need to get this partnership going until the 12th or 13th over and then assess from there what their plans are. It's gone through extra cover, just a single. Both these batters more than capable.
There was a loud call of catch it as well.
I was slightly uppish there. Never gonna be in anyone's hand. Longer, of course, back from to the man. He's got a 6-3 offside field as the shadow comes into the ground. Oh, that's well played behind square, single taken. That's what they need at this point. Just get 8-9 runs and over for the next 4 or 5 overs. Then reassess and try and relaunch.
This is what they should have done initially as well. They should have targeted 5 overs and then looked on to the next 5 overs. Story would have been very different.
Once again, cut away, but this time straight to the fielder. The field change has worked. Yeah, I must agree with you there, Harman. It was a bit, they went a bit too aggressive. The scoreboard pressure definitely took its toll on these batters, looking to get a boundary of every ball. And when they couldn't get any, they ended up losing their wickets in the process. Midoff comes in, finally goes back. And that's beautifully played there. It's only got the 3 fielders on the leg side, and Murad Ali is an excellent user of his wrist and gets himself a boundary.
It's brilliant striking. Knew where the fielders were, gap picking at its best. Ending the over with a 4. 10 off it after 8, 47 for the loss of 5.
Skipper looking to keep his fast bowlers on for as long as he can, because in the first innings we didn't really see much turn. Whether that was how it actually was or whether it was Ahmed Zubaidi who made it look like the pitch had no demons, especially the ball not spinning as much as you'd expect the UKM wicket to spin. It's back of a length. Not too sure Amjad Aman can look to target that leg side, because there's no square leg on the boundary, no fine leg on the boundary, no mid wicket on the boundary either. The only fielder on that boundary is long gone. As we speak, mid wicket goes to the boundary.
Sukhwinder bowling well.
Once again, back of a length. Just looking to hit that splice off the bat. Doesn't want to give him anything that's pitched up.
Pretty good bowling. Right on the money.
Will he continue going short to Murad? And slower delivery, and he's gotten himself a wicket. The umpire has not signalled a no ball, and that is a wicket. Murad Ali there, looking to help it on its way. All he could do is hit it straight to short fine leg, who doesn't make a mistake.
He's thrown his wicket, I would say. That was a very poor delivery. Didn't deserve a wicket. The batter's mistake and the bowler takes the prize for it. A good catch though. Short fine leg. Sixth wicket down here. Tensions increasing for the KL ZALMI camp.
I think a bit of premeditation cost him his wicket here, because he was always looking to go behind square. He was probably expecting the short ball and he was looking to help it on its way. Yes, I agree it wasn't the best of deliveries, but he took all the pace of it, and Murad Ali could not generate any power on that. Ended up just chipping it to the fielder.
It's not brave cricket, isn't it? And in comes a co-commentator as well.
Yeah, Kamran Hamid had a good day with the ball. Can he do some magic with the bat? He only knows one way to play, and I'm sure he's not going to stick around for too long just playing those dots and singles. Love to see spin being introduced from the other end, especially with these two batters. There's always a chance for a wicket against spin, because they love to hit the ball through that leg side. There we go. First delivery, not looking to hold back at all. Misses it though. Sukhwinder has bowled a good follow-up spell after the new ball bowlers gave them an excellent start. That's short, and Kamran Hamid late on that pull shot is generating some good pace here.
He's also trying to target the body of the batter, making it very difficult for him.
Yeah, he's mixing it up well here. He has gone short on quite a few occasions, but he's mixing up with that slower delivery and that fuller one. So as a batter, you don't know what to expect. Once again goes fuller. Kamran Hamid misses it once again. 9 overs done. KL ZALMI 48 for 6.
Last over before the drinks break. 6 wickets down are the KL ZALMI. Looks like a mission. Very, very impossible at the moment.
Looks like we'll be seeing spin for the first time. Last over before drinks. Jadaman will be facing Zakir. Well spread field. 5 fielders on the boundary. Some leg spin. It's good bit of fielding down there mid wicket. Done well to stop it. This is definitely going to be an interesting over. Kamran Hamid is not going to hold back at all against the spin. Loves to play that slog sweep and that hoik over long gone and mid wicket.
He's been known for those big hits.
There we go, some turn. Interesting signs. Let's bowl it slower. The wristy definitely going to get some more purchase than the finger spinners. Well, it's not going to turn if you bowl it there. It's gone all the way behind square. Interestingly, not given a no ball once again by the umpire. I think that might just be
I, I
dipping
felt
below.
I felt that was a very close call, being a no ball. But what a shot from Kamran! I will ease some nerves, won't they? Half a dozen.
Yeah, I'll release some nerves for Kamran Hamid as he gets himself off the mark. I think that was a no ball, but not called by the umpire. Zakir there struggling for his line in length. Oh, that's beautiful. It's a good comeback there. This is what leggies can do. Can bowl some bad
Very good
deliveries,
comeback.
but they bowl the magic deliveries as well. It's behind square for a single. Slight misfield. Kamran Hamid wants a second, but rightly sent back.
I can't afford to lose another wicket here. Form of a run out. 56 for 6. Struggling at the moment.
Amjad Aman says, I'm going to have a piece of this leg spinner. Just comes down the wicket and smashes it over mid wicket.
It's a good strike there. A good end to the over as we head towards the drinks break. Halfway stage, 62 for the loss of 6.
We're back live here at the UPM Oval. Here ZALMI are chasing 195 runs. They have struggled in the first 10 overs. 62 for 6. Kamran Hamid and Amjad are trying to do some recovery for the team. A big appeal there. A slight misfield. That will be a single. Close call in there. Kamran Hamid just trying to hit the ball a little too hard, I guess. So a big task here for both the batters. Still probably not impossible, but yes, definitely very challenging. Another single, good batting here. Singles are not going to hurt PAK Eagle. They need boundaries in here. Kill ZALMI. They've already lost 6 wickets. The scarp away on the offside for a single.
Yeah, it's been a horror show at the moment from ZALMI, but they're looking to just rebuild a bit now and see how they fare in the last few overs. But yeah, definitely looking out of reach at the moment. Mohammad comes in for his first over.
So 129 runs required. What do you think, Aryan? How things will turn from here?
Kamran Hamid goes over long on and gets himself a maximum. We talked about how he's a big hitter, especially against a spin, and he's showing us exactly that. With these two batters more than capable of hitting them big, never know what could happen. Definitely looking very, very difficult at the moment, but you never know. This is cricket.
It's a great shot there from Kamran Hamid. Straight down the ground, probably one of the safest places to hit the cricket ball. He's looking good out there. 14 of 10. Oh, that's well bowled. Good channel there. Mohammad Adnan did well on that occasion. That ends the 11th over, 72 for 6.
It is going to be the leg spinner to continue. Love to see the mid-wicket and square leg move to the left and go in front of square, because these players, both of them, don't sweep the ball that much. So it's definitely bound to go into the cow corner area. Beautifully played, and that's a misfield there by Mohsin Idris. Gonna yield the boundary.
Yes, a thundering shot there, coming off the bat of Amjad. It was right there in the slot, and he went all at it. And a slight misfield, probably not the best of efforts there from Mohsin Idris. The ball went straight to him. Zakir Khan just trying to flight the ball, trying to entice the batters to play those shots.
Yeah, but he needs to be a bit careful about his length here. If it's a bit too full, it's easy pickings. This time goes quicker, but Amjad Aman was waiting for that, and he smashed it out the ground over long gone. So the gamble to continue hasn't paid off.
Yes, slightly short on that occasion, and he pounced onto it. And look at that. That's sheer power. He's a strong lad. Amjad, he's dealing in boundaries right now. He moves on to 33 of just 21 deliveries. So that's exactly the sort of innings that ZALMI needs from all their batters, especially when you are chasing 195 runs of 20 overs.
Yeah, now I think he'll have to be outside the off stump, because there's a change in the field now. And it's gone straight down the ground. And a misfield has yielded yet another boundary. When you're having a bad day with the ball, the last thing you want is your fielder is not supporting you.
Yes, a good looking shot, but ordinary, very ordinary fielding on that occasion. So the fielding has not been helping Zakir Khan. 2 boundaries conceded, both of misfield, and take nothing away from that wonderful shot down the ground from Amjad. He moves on to 37 now, 86 for 6. Short delivery once again, and up and over, another 6. That's 20 runs of the 4 deliveries so far.
Yeah, I think he's definitely being taken to the cleaners here. Is the bowler. Amjad Aman hit one straight down the ground and knew that the bowler was going to be shorter. Just waited for it. It's bowling a bit too slow. It's a bit too easy for the batters at the moment. Amjad Aman closing in on a half century here. I'll tell you, knowing him, he wants to get it in this over.
He has been very predictable because the batters have been easily picking him. Every time he bowls a ball that's uppish, the very next delivery he bowls short, and that's exactly what we have seen in this over. Again, a shorter delivery, this time cut away, but just a single. A sigh of relief for the bowler to see Amjad going to the other end.
That's right, but on the other hand, you have Kamran Hamid who's already hit him for a maximum in the previous over. Have to see how he fares.
Yeah, but this is very good intent shown by both the batters. Yes, they have lost 6 wickets, but they're trying to fight out there. That's in the air and in the gap as well. Another boundary. And it's Kamran Hamid taking the attack to the bowler. What an expensive over. 25 runs of it.
Yeah, what an end to the over there. Kamran Hamid not getting as much power on it as he would have liked, but still, as you mentioned in the last over, straight is the best place to hit the ball, and he does just that. 25 runs off this over. All of a sudden, the required run rate has come down to just above 12. And there's some belief in the ZALMI dugout. More spin being introduced. It's going to be Suleiman. Love to see maybe some pace being introduced. These two looking very, very good against the spinners. Some Sunil Narayan going on there.
They're slightly orthodox. And with that single, it will be the 50 partnership between the two. Kamran Hamid and Amjad trying to steady the ship for KL ZALMI, even though they still need a lot of runs remaining, 97 in the next 7.5 overs. It's not going to be an easy task. That's overpitched, and he goes down the ground once again for a 6.
Yeah, that's beautiful batting here. Slightly overpaced, slightly slower, looking to give him the bait with his Sunil Narayan delivery. I think it was a leggy, but he's gone straight down the ground for a maximum. His last 3 overs have definitely boosted the confidence in the dugout for KL ZALMI.
And what an innings here from Kamran Hamid. When he came in, he was under a lot of pressure, but he just shifted the pressure onto the bowlers, taking the attack to the spinners, and he's dealing in boundaries right now.
Yeah, which makes you wonder, if only they had a few more wickets in hand, they would definitely be favourites. At this point, still PAK Eagles, you would think, are on course to win this game, but you never know. That's well bowled, much better outside the off stump.
It was slightly short. Probably Kamran Hamid will be slightly disappointed with himself not to put that away.
Yeah, I think that's a safer option though. Short ball pulled away in the gap once again. And another misfield there. It's yielded another boundary.
Ordinary fielding once again. Probably his football skills let him down on that occasion. You need to use your hand. So I think the fielding has been really average here, especially from what we have seen in the last couple of overs. PAK Eagles are really struggling.
Sensing a momentum shift here. With every run, every boundary is being cheered by the ZALMI dugout. They know that this game is far from over, at least in their minds. Once again, that's much better. They're outside the off stump, slightly quicker.
It's both the batters are very strong when it comes to down the track. They like to play straight. And this time, the heave on the onside. Almost went through the fielder. He was lucky on that occasion, just able to grasp on that occasion. That ends the over, 109 for 6.
Yeah, they need 12 runs and over, and they've got just that in that over. So Zalmi now looking good. PAK Eagles, no. 1 wicket here and this game could be over. Just have to find a way to get that wicket. They need to back their bowlers up in the field at least.
And with that, there will be pace into the attack. I think that's the right thing to do. We have seen both the spinners were struggling against these batters, and Sukhwinder Singh will be a good option in here. He has already bowled 2 overs, given away 7 runs and a wicket. Very impressive stats here. He has a very short run up, but he bowls some good pace, which is very difficult as a batter to pick on.
Yeah, but I reckon you'll have to be very careful here because both these batters are well set now. And even in the 2 overs that he bowled, he did bowl some boundary bowls, but then the batters were just not confident enough. It's an appeal here, but bat hit the ground, you would feel.
Yeah, he was beaten for pace on that occasion. So that's the change in momentum when you're facing the spinners and suddenly a pacer comes in and he bowls with good pace. So you need to adjust your batting once again. Oh, full toss. Coming probably from the bottom of the bat, not getting any timing whatsoever. Kamran Hamid.
Yeah, once again he's missed out. There was a full toss, no mid wicket, no square leg. Kamran Hamid just looking to hit the ball too hard. Now we see a change in the field. Finally comes in, mid wicket goes back. I think this is a better field to bowl to. Amjad Aman, 45. Just 25 deliveries. What a knock he's played. It's wide outside the off stump.
Yes, this pair needs to bat on at least for the next 3 or 4 overs and ensure they don't lose wicket, because a wicket in here will really make things difficult for KL Zalmi. And just when I said commentators curse, I would say that's a wicket, and the danger man Amjad departs after scoring 45 of 26.
Yeah, he's played really well there, but up here in the commentary box we called it, and Amjad Aman would be disappointed. Sukhwinder Singh gets himself another wicket. So we have a look at it again. He was there to cut, but couldn't really get enough bat on it. Just got enough to guide it to the keeper. That's a good delivery there. So number 9 is Maza Ali. We've seen him open the batting in the past to just go out there and swing his bat, and he is going to do just that. You would feel only knows one way.
Yes, absolutely. They need to go for the shots. And what a beautiful delivery there. Sukhwinder Singh again beating the batter with some pace. Probably just hurried on to him. Slightly uppish. I mean, it just went off from a good length. Good steep bounce. Sukhwinder Singh got his 2nd wicket. Only given away 9 runs.
Similar sort of field for Maza Ali. Here we go. Slower delivery there. And he gets himself off the mark.
I believe that's the better thing to do. Someone needs to be there and support Kamran Hamid, who's looking extremely dangerous out there. He has hit some good boundaries, looking confident. someone needs to play the anchor role as well because they don't have too many wickets in hand.
Yeah, I think they just need to take it deep. Take it all the way to the 18th and 19th over and assess from there. Then you can try and attack because they don't have enough wickets and it's gone behind square, just short of the fielder there. For a moment, we thought he was going to carry.
It's a brilliant over this. Only 4 runs of it. One more delivery to go. And the new batter on strike. Oh, well bowled. Look at that for pace. A wonderful over. Successful one. After 14, ZALMI 113 for 7.
Yeah, we called for pace and pace has done the trick. Naveed is back, only bowled the 1 over, given away 10 runs. Pull into an orthodox field. Extra cover, long off, long gone. Deep mid wicket and deep square leg. There's a big gap straight down the ground there. Mid on and mid off are both very, very wide. Oh, that's a beamer. Kamran Hamid felt like he's missed out there. Just needed to get some batch on it and he would have got himself a boundary as well.
That was a wild delivery. Probably just losing his grip on that occasion. Naveed was very expensive in his first over, conceding 10 runs. And a free hit coming up. Can Kamran Hamid capitalize on this opportunity? Here he goes. Oh, that's well bowled. Slightly back of length, not giving any room to the batter. That's a good comeback here from Naveed.
Required run rate now with that good over. The previous one has already jumped up to close to 14.
Yeah, the required run rate can really get tricky, especially when you are chasing more than 12 runs for almost 8-9 overs. So every dot delivery will see the rate creeping up. Oh, that's aerial, and that's long, and that's a 6.
Mazali there showing us what he's capable of in the slot, and he's not going to miss out there. They need this desperately. Already 8 runs in 2 deliveries, so pressure on the bowler here, Naveed.
And another batting favouring down the ground. So we have seen some good hitting, especially down the ground from all the batters. That's probably one of their strengths. But yes, you need to utilize the other parts of the ground. There's a vacant area on the onside.
And their 3 bowlers have bowled really well so far, but they need to find 8 overs from their 4th and 5th bowler who have gone to all parts, and that's another wide.
And that's a wonderful take from the wicketkeeper. Might have saved 4 runs for the team. That ball was travelling.
That's good athleticism there from the wicketkeeper. That is what you need as a bowler when you make a mistake. You want your fielders and your wicketkeeper to back you up. Panic still should not creep into the PAK Eagles dugout. They're still on top in this game. Just a matter of 1 more wicket here.
Oh, that's humongous. What a shot from Mazhar Ali. That's a huge 6.
Yeah, Mazali there got it in his slot, and knowing that the bouncer for the over was already completed, he was waiting for the fuller delivery. He got it and he has ensured that he smashed it out the ground.
What a hit there.
15 runs off this over already, and we're only halfway.
That came from the middle of the bat. Very sweet sound of the bat. Even from the comb box, it sounded really good. So surely it will boost up his confidence. And I think that's the sort of innings they need right now.
Well, ball. Can they come back for a second there? Kamran Hamid, very, very quick, but good call there by Maza to send him back. We've already got 15 runs. You don't want to lose a wicket just for an extra run.
A couple of sixes, and now the required run rate has came down to 12.38, which was 13.71 at the start of this over. So could come back here. Kamran Hamid on strike. He's batting on 32. Again, trying to hit the ball too hard. Misfield there from the bowler himself. You need to feel well of your own bowling. If not, you're going to concede more runs. Naveed will be slightly disappointed with himself on that occasion.
Yeah, 17 runs already off this over. Can he finish with another boundary here? And if they get a boundary here, they definitely have the momentum. Here we go. Mazhar is definitely looking to go big here. Short ball pulled away. There's a fielder down there. And what a catch that is. He slightly misjudged it, but in the end, has taken a very, very good catch there. Usama. Mazhar Ali there, disappointed, disgusted. But he has to depart. He was taking his side to safe waters, but couldn't do that for too long.
Yes, a brilliant running catch there from Osama Ali. Let's have a look at that. That again was travelling, and look at the ground he made, and a well judged catch. You need that moment of brilliance in crunch games like this, and they will be happy to see the back of Mazhar. 130 for 8, KL ZALMI after 15 overs.
Five overs, 65 runs to win with 2 wickets in hand. And when you see a number 10 walk in, you feel like maybe the game could be done and dusted. But this number 10 is a different one. Junaid. He's definitely got the game. Some spin being introduced once again. That's a bold move. It's going to be Ahmed Zubaidi.
Yes, a very interesting tactic, I would say, from the captain, bringing in a part-time spinner at this stage of the game. But I think both the batters would try to go against Ahmed Zubaidi.
I think the banking on the experience that he possesses. He's already played about 15, 16 overs on this wicket, and he's a national team player. Definitely they know his experience, and they would like him to come good here because the bowlers have been taken to the cleaners in the past few overs.
I think it's also about taking the spotlight. He has shown what he can do with the bat, and probably now he wants to show what he can do with the ball as well. Ahmed Zubaidi into the attack. That's a hit straight to the fielder. He gets a wicket of this first delivery, and he shows us what he can do with the ball as well. Oh, slight cramp. We have seen him bat for very long out there, and it's very hot and humid. And after he gets the wicket, he gets a cramp as well. And with that, KL ZALMI lost the 9th wicket. They're in some trouble. Let's have a look at that. It was a full toss. It was there to be hit. Kamran Hamid probably just not getting the timing right, and it just ballooned in the air. Nevertheless, a very good innings here from Kamran Hamid. So the last wicket here, Ahmed Zubaidi to continue in here. They only need one more wicket to register the first win in this contest. PAK Eagle will be extremely happy with how things have went for them. And he's got him. Clean him up. And the last batter departs as well. A comprehensive victory here for PAK Eagles. They won this contest with 62 runs. A big victory here for PAK Eagles. Yes, KL ZALMI, they showed some resilience out there. They tried to fight, but in the end, PAK Eagles were much more stronger and they played the better cricket and they came out victorious in here. They have beaten KL ZALMI with a big margin here, 62 runs. That will help the cause of their run rate as well. It's a long tournament. Let's have a look at the KL ZALMI batters. Farooq Ahmed went out for 4. Mohammad Haziq departed cheaply for a duck. Zakir Hussain 1. Khizar had went for 3. Syed Zunaib scored 15 runs, and then it was the recovery done by Amjad Aman, 45 of 26, Murad Ali 11, and then Kamran Hamid joining Amjad, scoring 33 of 24. And then we have seen some lusty blows there from Mazhar Ali. He scored 14 of just 6 deliveries, 5 extras, and they were bundled out for 132 from the 15.3 overs. So great day for the bowlers as well. Starting off with Shazul Izzat, 3 overs, 21 runs, 3 wickets. MD Ridoy, he was exceptional up there. 3 overs, 10 runs and 3 wickets. Sukhwinder Singh chipped in as well. 3 overs, 11 runs, 2 wickets. Navid Beg got 1 wicket. And Ahmed Zubaidi, the centurion, he only bowled 3 balls and he got 2 wickets, giving away just 2 runs. So PAK Eagles won this game with 62 runs, and we'll be catching you guys shortly for the post-match presentation as well.
Airways presents KL T20 Bash 2025 match between KL ZALMI and PAK EAGLES. KL ZALMI won the toss early on and they decided to bowl first on what they thought was going to be some conducive conditions for fast bowling. It wasn't to be. PAK EAGLES managed 194 in the 20 overs thanks to Ahmed Zubaidi, who scored 101 of just 57 deliveries. On the bowling front for KL ZALMI, Kiza Hayat was the main limelight with 4 overs 3 for 20 and Kamran Hamid 4 overs 3 for 33. In return, KL ZALMI lost early wickets, but towards the end Amjad Aman fought 45 along with Kamran Hamid, but in the end 132 is all they could manage. Brilliant bowling performance from Ridul Hassan, 3 overs 3 for 10. So before we move on to the play of the match, can we have a word with the captain of KL ZALMI, Murad Ali? Murad bhai, tough luck today. You won the toss and you elected to bowl first. Do you think that was the right decision in the end?
I think it was the right decision, but we couldn't make our bowling up to the mark, and we couldn't use the new ball well. So that's why the main thing is we dropped so many catches, like 3-4 catches for Zubaidi, and he played exceptionally well. So all the credit goes to Zubaidi. He played really well.
And towards the end, we saw that your batters were attacking the spinners, Amjad Bhai and also Kamran Hamid. So do you feel if you had kept your wickets early on, you might have had a better chance?
Yeah, you are right. Our plan was to keep the wickets in hands, but we couldn't make that, and our top orders collapsed. But in KL ZALMI, anytime we can come back, and we were hoping that Kamran and Amjad is playing well and we can still chase, but it couldn't happen.
Yeah, and lastly, on a personal front, you came in lower down the order at number 7 today. Was there any particular reason?
Yeah, I have cramp last week in my left feet. I was not that fully fit, so that's why I came down.
Tough luck for you and tough luck for KL ZALMI today. Good luck for the next game.
Thank you.
So now we'll have a word with the captain of PAK EAGLES, Itizaz Hussain.
जितने भी वो हमने टारगेट देने इनको इंशाल्लाह हमारे पास बॉलिंग भी अच्छी है, जैसे रेदवाई ने किया, जैसे मामू ने किया।
आपका बॉलिंग में भी अच्छा स्टार्ट रहा, आपने 4-5 विकेट जल्दी उड़ा दिए, लेकिन बीच में जब आपके स्पिनर जब बॉलिंग पे आए तब बहुत रन लगने लगे, तो आपको कोई प्रेशर था तब?
नहीं, कोई प्रेशर नहीं था, क्योंकि हमारे पास ऑप्शन था, जुबैदी था, वो सलमान था, एंड वो हमारे साथ। मैंने पहली मैच से पहले मैंने आपको
के लिए भी good luck. That was the captain of PAK EAGLES. He said strong batting lineup and they backed their batters to put up a good score after being sent in to bat, and the bowling lineup also with the fast bowlers was very good. Now we'll move on to the man of the match. No prizes for guessing. It's Ahmed Zubaidi with 101 of just 57 deliveries and doing the finishing touches with the ball as well with 2 for 2. Ahmed Zubaidi, congratulations. We're receiving his man of the match award from the match referee, Mr. Suresh. Congratulations, Zubaidi. We'll have a few words with you. Very well played. First game in this tournament and you've scored 100. You've taken 2 wickets. How's the feeling?
Alhamdulillah, I'm very happy after a long time, I think, and to be honest, with a not good condition from the start, but just believe in myself. So yeah, Alhamdulillah again.
Yeah, we saw early on they were slightly overcast and the pitch was also a bit damp. Did that affect the stroke play?
Yeah, first of all, yes, but I believe with a good weather, and after a few over after that, we try to manage it, and yeah, we successfully to handle the situation. Yeah.
Lastly, which way you doing over there? We don't see that very often. Any